Welcome in, Dan Hardenbrook. Glad to have you along as we take a look at your latest local news from around the region. It is your Newberry News Update on M123 FM. In your latest local news, crews from the Newberry and Garfield Township Fire Departments were on the scene of a structure fire in downtown Newberry late yesterday afternoon. Crews battled the blaze into the evening hours last night at a structure fire on East Truman Boulevard in Newberry. Reports indicated that all occupants made it out of the home safely. The structure was deemed a total loss on the 200 block of East Truman Boulevard. No further updates have been released at this time. You can follow the Newberry News and M123 FM Facebook pages for updates and more information, as well as in next week's edition of the Newberry News. Tahquamenon Area Schools has officially hired a new elementary principal. It's a familiar face to staff at TAS. Teacher Hollis Yenna has been promoted to the top principal position at Newberry Elementary School. He's the new kindergarten through sixth grade principal and has already begun his new duties. Newberry has been searching for a new K through 6 principal after the announcement of former Principal Kendra Feldhusen's retirement earlier in the school year. Yenna had spent time as a biology and physical science teacher. TAS has actively posted those teaching positions and hired a long-term sub to fill Yenna's classroom duties. He came to TAS in the fall of 2024. Yenna's classes most notably learned the science of maple syrup, tapping dozens of maple trees on the school grounds and in Washington Park for maple syrup. Yenna has again already taken over his duties. He was officially hired at this past Monday night's Board of Education meeting in Newberry. In other TAS board hiring notes, Tahquamenon Area Schools has also acquired the services of a new full-time bus driver. The board voted to allow Superintendent Sean Tebow to hire the new full-time driver. Tebow said that the individual did not want their name released publicly at this time and that the individual already has school bus driving training. The district has struggled for some time with not having enough substitute bus drivers, oftentimes leaving routes with no one to cover, forcing parents to transport their own students. Many times, routes have been canceled due to the lack of drivers. Get more information on Yenna's hiring, the new school bus driver position, and other TAS board notes by picking up this week's latest edition of your award-winning Newberry News. Pentland Township is the latest public entity looking for a new treasurer. Currently, Pentland Township's board is seeking a person to fill the position of township treasurer. The elected position to the township board will serve an appointment for the rest of 2026, then can choose to run for the rest of the term ending in 2028. The treasurer is a voting member of the township board in Pentland, participates fully in the governance of the township. Duties are including but not limited to collecting real and personal property taxes, keeping an account of township receipts, revenues, and expenditures, issuing township checks, depositing township revenues in approved depositories, investing township funds in approved investment vehicles, collecting delinquent personal property taxes, being responsible for jeopardy assessments and collecting property tax. They must appoint a deputy and must post a surety bond. Applications for the Pentland Township Treasurer position will be accepted until 4 p.m. on Friday, February 6th. Get more information on how to apply in the most recent edition of the Newberry News. Engadine Consolidated Schools is looking for a bus driver. If you're interested in driving for the Engadine district, even as a substitute, they'll now pay for all of your training. For more information, contact Superintendent Andrew Elvesteffer, 906-477-6313, extension 2699. There's a training course available starting February 13th, continuing February 14th in St. Ignace. For more information, go to the Engadine Consolidated Schools Facebook page. I'm Dan Hardenbrook. That's a look at your latest local news headlines. It is your Newberry News Update on M123 FM. Time now to check in with sports. The Newberry 7th grade girls basketball team has won the 2026 EUP Conference Championship. The Junior Lady Indians won the 7th grade EUP Championship game over Cedarville Detour by a score of 18-12 last night. Lady Indians 7th graders advanced through the EUP Conference Tournament this past weekend at Lake Superior State University to earn the championship opportunity. You can meet the 7th grade girls basketball team and congratulate them on their championship win. They'll be honored as part of tonight's girls basketball home contest at the J.L. DeCook Gymnasium in Newberry. Girls basketball action last night. The Engadine Lady Eagles fell to the Stevenson Lady Eagles. Final score in that one, Stevenson 53, Engadine 13. First place is on the line in the EUP Conference tonight. It is a girls basketball battle you do not want to miss. The St. Ignace Lady Saints visit Newberry to take on the Lady Indians. 5:45 in the JV contest tonight with the varsity action to follow. St. Ignace and Newberry's varsity girls teams are tied, unbeaten at 5-0 in the Eastern UP Conference. Your latest local weather forecast for the day today: isolated snow showers, sunny and cold, a high near 6, wind chills 15 to 25 below zero. Friday, 30% chance of snow, cloudy, a high near 12, wind chills -5 to -15, light north winds 5 to 10. Early outlook for the weekend: Saturday, mostly sunny, a high in the upper teens. Sunday, partly sunny, a high in the mid-20s. I'm Dan Hardenbrook. Have a great day. It is your Newberry News Update on M123 FM.
Introducing Upstream TV. From the Sioux to St. Ignace, over to Newberry, and all points in between. Upstream TV connects people across the eastern Upper Peninsula like never before. Local news, local people, local places. Streaming 24/7 on your phone or your TV. Stay in the know wherever you go. Upstream TV, where local lives. Find us on YouTube or myupstreamtv.com.